Hi, guys. Welcome to Chakra Sessions. I am your host, Polly Jo Labbe, and welcome to here to Star Nations Radio Network, care of Be Live TV. And how are you guys all doing today? Let's see who's in the house. Good morning, Rob. Starting us off with What'd You Know, Polly Jo, to keep me smiling. Thank you for that. Good morning, Christine. Glad to see you here. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. And hi, Margaret. Great to see so many of you. Hi, Nicole. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. So we are here today because, part of my show is checking in with your chakras and helping you feel your own energy and how to connect to it, because that's how we are here and meant to heal. As we got here on planet Earth, we got a little bit of amnesia. And part of our lesson is how to remember to wake up and become in touch with ourselves in a whole variety of ways. And my specialty is helping you check in with your chakras and your energy system and see what's going on there. And one of the best ways is to, open communication for you with your spiritual team. And we have many members of our spiritual team. Some people have, angels and guides and ascended masters, some of your ancestors. But today we're all about the animals. Because we all have our own totem animal, our own spirit animal, but we actually have animal energy that runs through our chakras as well. And if you know, or you can tap into some of your animal totem, you don't even have to tap into all of it. You can get a sense of how to use your energy. You can look up what the animal totem means. You can see what that is. That's what your strengths are in that chakra. And you can start to use your energy with intention. Because that's the thing about knowing about your energy body. You can, instead of going and living your life sort of happening by accident, you can actually set some intention and focus and really be aware of how you are creating in your life. So let's see who else is here. Hi, Allie. Good morning. Hi, Dad. Nice to see you. So Nicole says, I've been off Facebook for a while. That makes sense. Question, is an animal totem and a spirit animal the same thing? So your animal spirit is generally one or two, depending on your work, that you work with all the time. So many people will experience a particular animal when they go into meditation. If you are a healing practitioner, especially people who've had attunements, like for Reiki, often you become aware of your animal, your spirit animal, and you call them in and you use them and work with them every time you do healing. But in your animal totem, we literally have an animal associated with each chakra. So you could literally draw a totem in the different colors of the animals that are in each of your chakras. So in our meditation today, we're going to tap into each chakra and see if you can get a reading on who's in this chakra. So it's not quite the same thing, but they are the animals that work with you in that particular energy system. So I found it extremely helpful when I learned which animals were in each chakra, because, it allowed me to tap into that animal when I was looking for more energy in what I was doing. So, for instance, when I was looking into how to expand my second chakra energy, I have a lot of goddess energy in there. It's very attached to your how you act in relationships. And when I found that I had a bear in there, that was I could start acting more in like a mama bear mode. It felt like a mama bear. And so I am, if you talk to my students or my clients, I'm very much a mama bear. So I am going to like teach you, raise you, nurture you. But if anybody messes with my cubs, I'm ferocious because that's how that energy plays out for you. So this is, this is your chance to find out some of those things. And, it allows you to, connect more fully, like in meditation, like, okay, I want to bring more eagles in my crown or if it's in your crown. I actually have a phoenix. So you could, meditate with that animal and ask them to help you expand the energy in that chakra, or learn how to work with it better, or how to clear it. So this can be a really cool tool for you to use. Even if you only figure out like one or two of the animals, it's great. But a lot of people will figure out, at least 7. And you might even pick up an 8th one, because as you were asking, you may pick up your spirit animal first, so that and so they may appear in more than one chakra. So it's really cool. So thanks for asking, Nicole. Let's check back in. Hi, Jill. I'm glad you'll watch in the archives. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Neshi. I'm glad you're here too. Nicole says, that sounds familiar. Maybe I have a bear. Yeah, you'll be chopped in half with one swipe. Well, yeah, sometimes, I'm a mom of 3 boys, and so if they got picked on, boy, I swooped in like a mama bear. That was a very big part of me. And just as a teacher in general, your students are your kids in a way, energetically. So that's just a big one for me that I've, used quite a bit. You guys, those of you who've watched my show a number of times, you've probably heard the hawk. So you're not shocked that the hawk is in my throat, because that hawk medicine is what allows me to vocalize the clearing and the healing. So of course it makes sense, so it's one of those things that can be a really big piece. And if you've ever been to my healing sanctuary, you would know intrinsically that peacock probably is my spirit animal, because they are everywhere, and people associate peacocks with me and bring me peacocks because they can't help it. I saw it and thought of you. And I'm sure you have animals like that too, that you are really fiercely connected to. And that's probably part of your spirit animal and your animal totem. And your animal totem can evolve. They don't always stay stagnant the way your spirit animal is usually the same spirit animal. As you grow and stretch, sometimes new animals come in to connect with you. So even if you've done this before, you may find some different energy there. When I opened the school, Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing, my animal totem switched. Most of my animals changed color. So if they stayed the same, they turned white. And because they were really in alignment with the divine spirit now. So it was not only the animal energy, but also the sort of holy energy attached to that. And a couple of them sort of had to go through an upgrade. So my eagle turned into a phoenix, because I had an eagle in my crown chakra and it turned to a phoenix. And so you may have that experience too. So thank you, Neshi, for the reminder. She loved and shared the show because this information is too good not to share. Thank you so much. So you guys know the drill who've watched this before. Please like or love and share the broadcast on your pages. That helps us get seen more. And it shows up with Facebook's algorithms. It's a way for us to get out there and be seen. And then maybe this will reach somebody else who needs this information. This is how we all can be part of the healing of the planet, is by doing little things like this to get the healing out there. So thank you in advance for helping out that way. And let's see. So if you haven't been here before or haven't watched me in a while, you're going to hear me making clearing noises from time to time. That is me clearing energy for the entire group, whether you're watching now or you're watching the recording, because the vibration carries through to the future, anybody who will watch it, so that everyone experiences the healing vibration. And that's why if we share it, it sort of ripples it outward. And you never know how far that will go or when somebody else will need it. I actually had someone message me last week who was having some difficulties in their relationship. And I said, I was booked solid, and I said, check out there's an intimacy chakra sessions. I'm like, I don't remember the full name, but I remember it said intimacy. So she went and she found it and she listened to it and she felt the healing work. And so she actually played the meditation part 3 times and literally was able to heal herself. And everything, it became really clear on what was happening with her relationship. And it allowed me to empower her to be in charge of her own healing. So that's another reason why we share it and let it reach as many people as possible. So thank you guys for helping out with that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that, is important about knowing the animals, you can call in meditation or in healing, all your spiritual guides and all of your animals, whether you know them or not. But there are a lot of people out there who need to know. I run across it all the time here with my clients and with my students at Trinity Healing Sanctuary. And here, people are like, I need to know the name of my guide. Like, it's not enough to know that my guide is there, but I need to know their name. And it's like, all right, ask them. So this is kind of the same thing, like tapping into your spirit animal. I just tap into all the spirit animals, and whoever wants to come in and help me, I'm welcome to take whatever help is out there. I'm not fussy. But knowing that I have certain animals in certain chakras, if I'm having difficulty, like say I'm having difficulty focusing, which, I do run into when the psychic energy is running really, really high. Sometimes it's hard for me to stay grounded. And so I have grandmother spider in my 3rd eye. And so I can ask her to help me weave a net around my brain, or around my head, and help me to focus on the moment. But have room for, through the netting, things can come and go, but sort of put it in a little bit of a container so that I can be more clear and more focused. And so that is something you can call on grandmother spider, whether she's in your chakra or not, but knowing that she's right there and focusing on that energy, it helps me to do that. So this can be a really cool way for you to, again, work with your animals even in more detail and have some more insight. And I want to make sure you understand too that your animals can also be mystical creatures because they run on the same realm. So you could have, the Loch Ness, Nessie in one of your chakras. Or there are a lot of people who have a unicorn or a Pegasus or a griffin or the phoenix, because they hold a certain energy, or a dragon. And so that doesn't, don't dismiss a mystical creature if you get one. It just means that, that's an energy that you're trying to tap into. And don't freak out if you have like bugs or snakes or whatever. They're very, very important. Whatever you fear, you probably need. So we will do that in the meditation as well. We'll check in and see what we have. But we are going to clear you guys so that you can get a more solid reading first. Hi, Minnie. How are you? Welcome to Chakra Sessions, connecting with your animal totem. So as we do this meditation, you want to make sure that you're nice and comfy. We're going to clear our energy quickly, a little more quickly than we do like on soul connections, because we just want to make sure that, we have as much energy flow as we can. And then we're going to ask each chakra which animal might be in there. So if you are somebody who needs to know or wants to know, you might want to have a piece of paper handy so that you can just quickly jot it down. Because when you're in the vibrations, sometimes when you get to the end, it's hard to remember. And I'm going to see all of the animals, so I'm not going to know who's attached to what. So don't ask me afterwards. Once I disconnect from the healing, I don't remember. Because I've had a few people say, ask me about like back pain or something that they've had. And it was like, I felt energy and I moved it. So I helped move it. I helped you move it. So I am not going to know that for you. So just putting that out there ahead of time. You're the one who's going to know your animals.
Yeah.
So that's the clearing noise you'll hear me say. I've also had an ancient one who will often talk now, especially in the past couple weeks. We'll start talking as we're clearing. And it sounds very ancient, very native sounding. Some people, you may find yourself sort of like nodding along. I had a few people last week who had that happen. So somewhere in your energy system, you remember the language. And so you may agree. And the best reading I can get is that you're getting instructions as well. I'm almost translating, or they're translating too. I'm not sure who's in front and who's in back. So just know that you may hear that as well, because it sounds like a man's voice.
Yeah.
So get yourself comfy. You want your arms and your legs uncrossed, because we don't want to have any circuits, crossed. We don't want energy ricocheting through our body.
Yeah.
So we're going to start by calling in the divine, however you perceive that. So whether you are connected to God or goddess or all that is, great spirit, creator, universe, however you connect in your own unique way to the divine, just open and expand that possibility in this moment.
Yeah.
And then we ask the divine energy to surround and protect us in a sacred bubble of infinite love and infinite light, so that we may feel confident and secure in allowing ourselves to heal and connect with our spiritual team in this way. You may also want to create a second bubble around the space that you are in, the room, the building, whatever feels comfortable for you.
Yeah.
And we ask that this healing, meditation, and connection be for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves.
Yeah. Donate. Yeah.
And we invite in our spiritual team, our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our animal totem, our animal spirits,
Yeah.
even the star beings and the ascended masters, whoever is connected to our spiritual team of the highest, fullest, and brightest vibration available to us in this moment of now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just take a moment to breathe and allow yourself, give yourself permission to take this moment, this opportunity to connect to your spiritual team on a fuller, deeper, and brighter frequency.
Rồi nằm mày cha. Rồi cái gì ya. Rồi này gì.
And invite the divine energy to begin to come in and clear away any ideas, thoughts, beliefs, patterns that may be blocking your energy from flowing at its fullest,
Yeah.
brightest state. And just begin with the crown chakra, clearing any ways where you have disconnected, held on to any fear or doubt.
Yeah.
And clearing the energy in your third eye, really opening up your perception and your intuition so that you are really connected to all of your senses.
Rồi nằm mày cha. Rồi cái gì nè.
And opening up the pathways in your hearing, in your ears, in your throat, all the ways that you communicate with your spiritual team on every frequency and every vibration available to you. Just allowing them to expand and open in this moment to the best of your ability.
Rồi này gì nằm mà. Rồi cái.
And releasing any fear around using your spiritual gifts, using your intuition.
Rồi nằm mày cha.
Opening up the throat so that you speak and hear and experience your personal truth, your authentic truth from the core of your being, completely in alignment with your soul and your higher self.
Yeah.
Releasing any constrictions, any compression that you may feel in the back of your neck and on your shoulders.
Rồi, cô nằm yên, có cái
Any ways that you've carried the energy for your family, for your tribe, for your community, even for your country. Really allowing that to slip off of you, releasing your responsibility in this moment of now. You may choose to return to it when we are done with the meditation, but right now this is your moment for you. And you do not need to carry anyone else with you.
Rồi em buồn này, buồn này. Rồi.
And open up your lungs and your heart so that you may breathe life fully and with joy, releasing any sadness, regret, disappointment.
Rồi,
any hurt that you may be carrying, any feeling of woundedness. Just allowing it to release in this moment so that you may open your heart fully to connect authentically with who you are at your deepest, fullest, brightest self.
cô này chả, cô này có cái rồi
And then clearing the energy in the belly, removing all the anger and the fear and stress, overwhelm, anxiety.
Rồi em này chả, có cái
Even releasing your righteous anger and the energy of judgment, self-judgment, criticism of others, others' criticism of you.
Rồi em rồi bồi
Yourself and your actions. Releasing all of that energy from your being in this moment. And giving space to your inner fire to shine brightly.
Rồi em nào.
So you may have the confidence and the clarity to share who you are fully, without repercussion, without worry.
Cô này chả, cô làm chả, có cái con bỏ lại bỏ sạch. Rồi em nào.
Really do your best to release that anger energy, that frustration, especially when you direct it at yourself. Creating doubt or shame or blame, just really letting that release in this moment.
Rồi
So the third chakra can have room to breathe. Your organs can flow freely.
cô này
And moving into your second chakra energy and really allowing all of the toxic relationship energy, any repressed feelings that you've held on to here, to really just melt and dissolve away, using the element of water to simply wash away any energy that has been squeezing you small. Really breathing into the fullness that that second chakra can hold, that beautiful orange color. And moving down into your first chakra near your tailbone, that beautiful bright red color, and really releasing any fear of your safety, your security, your finances, your ability to eat or drive a car. Really bringing that back into balance. And allowing that first chakra energy to really reconnect with Mother Earth. And to do that, bringing it down your hips, both your right and your left, and allowing it to move down your legs. Down your legs and down your knees and down your calves and your feet. And really growing roots that expand and extend underneath the earth in the deepest and fullest way possible until they're all the way down to the center, connected to the earth. And you may feel your heart line, that tunnel of energy that surrounds your chakras, that entire tube connecting down into the earth and all the way up to the divine. You may experience it as crystalline, that tube. You want that nice and wide open so that all that you are releasing goes into the earth for composting. And so that all of the channels that are open for you to connect with your animals or mystical beings, mystical creatures. So we're going to begin in the first chakra, and we're going to focus on the color red. And just imagine the red as bright and as full as you can. A beautiful balloon. And inside the red is an animal connected to you. And you can ask to see it, to feel it, to know it, sense it. And you can simply ask to be shown now, as you write it, as you experience it, or to be shown it in dream time. And now let's move into the second chakra, right above it, right below the navel. and connect to that deep, deep orange color. I always imagine orange Kool-Aid, that bright orange shade. And in its fullest place, connecting to the animal or the creature that resides within it. And asking to see it, to hear it, to experience it. Nice. And now connecting into the third chakra just below your sternum, that bright yellow color. I imagine the crayon that I used to use as a child to draw the sun, that really bright, bright yellow. Feeling it fill to the fullest. And then asking for the animal that is in the third chakra to appear, so that you may feel it, experience it, know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, if you are unable to sense it in this moment, just ask that it appear in dream time or come to you later.
Rồi chạy. Rồi này.
And moving into the heart chakra, and picturing a beautiful bright green color or a fuchsia pink. And connecting to the animal that is there.
Rồi này chạy. Let's go.
And allowing that to just sort of open and expand your communication.
Rồi này. Rồi let's go. Rồi này. Let's go.
And moving the energy up to your throat, and that bright, bright blue. I see a sapphire blue more often than not. Everybody's blue will be different depending on their voice and how they speak it. Really allowing the blue to fill in and
Rồi này. Yeah.
and open and connect to your animal spirit in this part of your totem.
Rồi cái nè. Rồi này nè. Yeah.
And moving into your third eye, into the middle of your forehead, and connecting with the energy that is there. It can be anything from dark blue to very light purple and everything in between. Maybe another color completely, and just allow yourself to connect to that color in its fullest, brightest vibration. And the animal or creature who resides there.
Ya. Yonayena icha. Iska. Olamana icha.
And now connecting to the energy of your crown and that golden white color, and the animal or creature that may be residing within the brightest part and the fullest part.
Iska. Gai. Ya.
And now coming back into the heart and really connecting deeply there and calling all of your animals into the heart,
Yeah.
into the space of unconditional love, and asking that your totem take root and take hold all the way down in connection with Grandmother Earth and all the way up through the layers of the divine. And ask your spiritual team if there are any other animals or creatures that you work with or are meant to work with that you should know about
Ya.
in this moment.
Yoina racha.
And now bringing your energy back to this moment, into the heart, and offering gratitude for your spiritual team for connecting with you, for any of the animals that may have shown up for you now or who will show up for you later in the day or in dream time when you are more able to be still and hear and receive and communicate.
Yonaicha.
And release any excess energy that you don't need to hold on to, letting it go down deep into the earth to compost.
Yonai. Ya.
Sending healing to Grandmother Earth. And send healing to your personal earth, your property, or where your house is located or your work is located. And just send some sacred energy back as gratitude, whether you're a healer or not. It's all about the intention that we do so as a community.
Yonaina. Iska.
And start to return to your body, to yourself. Feel the weight of gravity pushing down on you, the weight of your muscles on your bones, your connection to your chair, to the bed, to the floor. Notice the sounds and the smells around you.
Yaicha.
Really allow yourself to come back to the now. Come dissolve your meditation. So very nice. So don't worry if you did not hear or you did not see your animal totem, because we each connect intuitively in different ways. Some of us see, some of us hear, some of us know, some of us feel. So you might have just gotten a sensation. And sometimes our ego will dismiss those sensations. But you can ask, for more signs. So, I had a student who did this a couple of years ago, and they had trouble connecting with what animal was in their heart. And so they were really upset, that almost grieving that they weren't connecting in their heart. And so we just, all right, then set the intention that they send you signs in a different way. So when she went out to her car, there was a bunny rabbit outside. And she was like, oh, there's a bunny rabbit. Dismissed it. And she went down the road. And a bunny hopped across the road. Whew, I almost hit the bunny rabbit. Still dismissed it. Then she went into one of the local stores. And she was going down in the aisle where, they have the stuffed animals. And an entire display of bunny rabbits fell down, like on her, in her cart, around her. So she was surrounded with rabbits. And the message she sent me was, so do you think it might be a rabbit? So could the universe have sent her more signals, right? So we're really quick to go, oh, probably really isn't that. Or we don't want it to be that. Sometimes we don't want a beetle or a snake. But that's what it is, So we're like, sometimes dismiss that it's a possibility, or the fact that, when I need a signal that, when I'm at a crossroads, I always ask for a sign, and hawk will fly over, pretty commonly. And, I get the tingles and I actually start to cry when the hawk flies over, because I know that I don't need more than one hawk to know what that means for me. So, oh, so cool. Yes. All right. So, Rob asked a great question. Can one be a plant? Yes. You can have plants or trees, because some of us are nature children. And we are really in tune with nature. And so there isn't an animal that holds the vibration that we need. And so the plant does. So when we need really specific energy, we call that in. And so absolutely it can be a plant. And I'm sorry that I forgot to tell you that as part of it, because I have had somebody with a tree before. Not a plant. But I have seen people with flowers, though, so I guess that is a plant. Some people will see a rose or a lotus, like literally in one of their chakras. So that was a great question, Rob. So thank you for asking. Minnie saw and wrote down all of our animals. Yay! And 3 of them were insects. Cool. Yeah. Insects do a lot of work, so it's nice to know it, so it's a great experience. So, yes, you can have 9, Margaret. We have more than 7 chakras. 7 work on our primary earth spiritual level. We have 12 that we use on a regular basis. So you can have 12, you can have 13. But then you also, snakes can also be the energy of transformation. So you may have a chakra or your chakras are going through transformation. So the snake was letting you know that, or butterflies and things like that can be transformational. So absolutely, you can have extra. I have extras, because of my healing. When I do group healings, I have this animal that helps with group healings. I have this animal that helps with individual healings. I have this animal that helps me with teaching. So you can have more than one. So good question, Jill. If you had an ascended master come in, that's not part of your animal totem. You actually have angels and guides as well in each chakra. So it just may have been more important for you to connect to the ascended master who was in that chakra than to the animal. Because I asked, or spirit asked through me, for the highest, fullest vibration and brightest in that particular chakra. We had set the intention that they were animals, but as you saw, Rob had a plant. You could have a master, because that is definitely, we do have our actual guides with each chakra. Because you can imagine that each chakra has its own tasks, right? Our second chakra is all about relationships and feelings. So you would have one specialist. That's how they want me to phrase it. You have a specialist for each chakra. So you can call on them in that particular area. So yes, I've done this same meditation to connect to the angelic realm, which angels are working in each chakra. And we can do that sometime as well. And when we connect to the angelic realms, there's oftentimes when ascended masters or saints come in, or gods or goddesses to work. Nice, Christine. I have the phoenix as well. The phoenix is in my crown chakra. That's beautiful. I love that. And Neshi says, I have my list of 7 also for the return chakra and feet chakra. Yes. You are so welcome. So like I said, you can have multiple ones. And, you might have an animal for your spiritual purpose. You might have one for your life purpose. You might have one, for, we have extra chakras in our feet and in our hands and in our shoulders and in our temples that are called secondary chakras. And depending on where you are in your ascension process, you have more chakras activated because you need more juice as you're going through the energy expansion. And so, yes, you can have many, many, many. But, sometimes it can go into overwhelm. So we were focusing on 7. But however many showed up, I'm glad for you. And Rob said it was a tree. Nice. I love trees. They have some really cool energy. And Jill said 3rd chakra. Nice. That's a great place for it because an ascended master connected to your personal power. Very good place. Nice. Seal, otter, starfish, hammerhead shark, red-tailed hawk. Yeah, that's my hawk. Tarantula. Yep. White dove and white golden eagle. Absolutely. Think about how, a white dove symbolizing peace in your third eye with your intuition. I mean, that's how you perceive things from a peaceful place. But yet you still have that, hammerhead shark that can kind of go in and get to work, right? So nice. You are welcome, Rob. You are very welcome. So I find that, mine mostly stayed the same. But I did, when I asked for any other animals that might be, part of our team, I had a number of different creatures came in, and it kind of made me laugh because they're very connected to my school. At the school, each class has an animal connection for their class. So my 3rd year students, they hold the dragon energy, and they heal really like dragons. And my 2nd years hold the Pegasus energy, which has a very different feel to it. And the class has a very different feel to it because of it. And the first year students coming in this year are all Griffins, which again, another different type of energy, but that's the energy that the class connects to. And so that is something that they each hold, that energy. It's not necessarily in their animal totem, but it's an energy that they connect to do their healing work. And so that animal is holding space for them. So you may have those too. Oh, nice. So Margaret said, I had first one crab, second one cow, third one butterfly, yellow, nice. Fourth one a skunk, yep. 5 was crow, 6 was a dove. Yeah, doves are popular in the 6. 7 was the griffin, and 8 was the snake. Nice. And you will get to know how to connect to that energy. I find it's very, very helpful. Because I can call them in meditation if I'm having trouble with an area. And to know I've got an animal spiritual team, right? Not just one, you can have a whole bunch that are working with you that you can call on. Rob said, I had one for the high heart and many birds. Yes, the high heart often has its own energy. And a lot of birds, when the first time I did it before I opened the school, I had more birds than I do now. I mean, I still have a lot of birds. I have the peacock, I have the hawk, I have the phoenix, which is sort of an evolved bird. But I also had the eagle at that point. Maybe that's it. But I had some different things that I don't need anymore. I had a raccoon, and I had I'm trying to think what else I had that I don't have anymore. I had a moose. So that they were needed at that time. I needed to be a little bullheaded to kind of push through and get myself to that point on my spiritual path. But once I crossed over the line onto the sort of next big soul lesson and soul journey, it was like I had some new people come in. And so having a white tiger instead of a raccoon makes a little more sense for me right now. Because I need a little bit of that soft fierceness. So it's really cool. I'm glad you enjoyed seeing them and feeling them, Robin. That was the whole point behind this, letting you experience that. Oh, nice. An elephant on your left and a lion on your right. So your spiritual side, your feminine side holds the elephant energy, and your lion is your masculine or your physical life. So that may be something to tap into and look to also. Really cool. Oh, and a white peacock. Yes, mine is white as well. So nice how that's showing up for you. So you are very welcome as well. So for those of you who watch this show on a regular basis, we are in summertime, so things can shift a little bit. So next Tuesday, I will be having this show at night. I will be doing at 7 p.m., the same time as Soul Connections. So next week, the Chakra sessions will be at 7 p.m. and on Tuesday, and Soul Connections will be at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, because I couldn't find a way to be driving a car and broadcasting at the same time. And I will be on my way back from visiting my godmother who's visiting in Maine. So I just couldn't work out the logistics any other way. And I didn't want to miss out on connecting with you by having a read broadcast. So I figured we'll delay it a little bit and we'll do it at 7. And I hope you guys can do that. For those of you who, really enjoy the healing meditations, you can join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for Soul Connection, where we just do a full clearing and a reading, and I pull cards and give you some more insight and some guidance into what might be going on for you this week or going on in your life in general. And if you are out in this area, in the Western Mass area, we have a fabulous class here at Trinity Healing Sanctuary Thursday night. We're having the Law of Attraction class, and Ed Langen is an amazing teacher who channels the Ascended Masters, and he helps us figure out how we are blocking ourselves from manifesting in our lives in all different ways. And he specializes in helping you heal your energy around money. So I'm really looking forward to that Thursday night. And then Saturday, we have an all-new class here, which I'm so excited about, with one of our third-year students, our Reiki master teacher herself, Karen Kierstead, will be doing Animal Reiki Level 1 on Saturday at noon, from noon to 4. And because it's the first time we're offering it, it's only $50 to get certified. So if you have been dying or wanting to help connect with your own animals, this is such a fabulous class. And I'm so excited that she's bringing the animal energy here, especially after what we've just done today. So if you're, interested, connect with us at Trinity Healing Sanctuaries, plural.com. And if not, I will see you guys next week. Get out there and shine your light, because we need you to heal yourself and the planet. Mwah. Bye.